The prison planet is weird. It perceives it as you trying to break out whenever you try to be on top of your time. Also, all these people show up to get in your way. Like, straight up acting like they're just so offended that you exist. Like that asshole next door. You heard those noises? That's how I woke up today, which is maybe why I was so mad in my like K-pop love spell video. It's like not even 10 p.m. yet. I'm not having some like loud whatever. It's not about my loudness. They're just acting today like they're mad that I exist, and I'm like, stupid white people. But anyway, beyond stupid white people, I'm like this prison planet vibe. I'm just noticing that like when you try to be on top of your time, because like I took time to like create a tool to really like be able to budget my time, like more than money. I'm like, I really need to be able to budget my time. Like, it's so weird noticing how quickly time goes, and you're like, I could have been doing something and I just wasn't, but I was really trying to. So like, what the fuck was getting in my way? And like the prison planet acting like it's perceiving you trying to achieve like Shawshank, what's it called, redemption, when they like tunnel their way out of that prison. It perceives you as attempting to like break out of the system of imprisonment and whatever destiny they put you on. They perceive it as you like literally like trying to like break free when you try to be on top of your time. This is what I'm noticing. All of a sudden everything's going wrong, and I'm like, it's kind of weird because this is not a religious process, but this is reminding me when I was in like Orthodox Christianity, really like practicing like sincerely. It started it like this experience started happening where like it was like as if demons were showing up to mess with me, and I was like, this wasn't happening before. I was saying all these prayers and going to church and really like trying to like live according to like the precepts of the Orthodox Church. Like it's a very different vibe than like casual Protestant churches. It's very like it's much more serious, I feel like. And I was just like, hi, I didn't sign up to be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like I can't fight demons. Like I can't do this, you guys. It was really scary and uncomfortable, and it was all the time. And now I'm noticing that even if it's not religious, even if it's completely secular, you will start having this experience of like as if like people are getting possessed by angry minds of someone. It's like you don't know me. I had 3 different men during my grocery run today act like total assholes to me. Weirdly, I didn't feel weird about it. Like I didn't feel mad about it while it was happening. I was just kind of like observing it like a military thing and being like, uh-huh, so you're gonna take out your like this chair, Mr. Guard. He was a guard at a store. Like I'm talking about the prison planet. He like saw me walked like to my side and was acting like I did something wrong, and I was like, I didn't do anything. Like I put my groceries in the cart, and now I'm checking out. Like I didn't steal anything, I didn't talk to anyone, I didn't bump into anyone, I didn't mess up any of the merchandise. Like, why are you acting like I'm a criminal? I've never even seen you before, sir. Like, what the hell are like? What's your energy? I'm like, I don't, I don't know what's happening. And then he took out this chair that's like at the, like near the self checkout lane, and he like very slowly like turned it right at me because I was the only one there. And then he like very like theatrically sat down to like sit there like a warden and like look at me. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna back up a few like feet because I need to do this like thing on my phone in order to like get the points for this grocery run, and I need to like download it. So that's gonna take a minute. And I'm not gonna stand here like a petrified mouse while you're like peering at me with your evil intention of what? Like I'm not a criminal. Why are you treating me like this? stupid ass white people. And so then I was like, took a few steps back. He was slightly like shocked that I like had power to like do something about it, to like adjust myself and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna just stand here and let you like be violent toward me in your energy. What did you expect? And so then I like was downloading my thing, and then it was taking a while. These people came by. I like was like, let me walk over here. Doesn't matter. My shit's over here. Like, I'm just comfortable because I don't know why. And I actually think it was my like K-pop love spell video where I went off ragefully about all this stuff that like well, was it rageful? I mean, I had emotions that I expressed that were like upset. And I think something about that, and I think then when I felt guilty, I expressed that too. Maybe it's like just sincerity. Like I did feel what I felt when I was upset in that like love spell K-pop video. And then I felt guilty. So then I talked about that, and I was sincere too. So maybe it's just like sincerity, like in this moment this is what's happening. Then I have a reaction to it as I process it, and then I have this other thing happening, and now I'm gonna talk about it. Is it just power if you're sincere? I don't know. But when this happened, I was like kind of calm and like unavailable. Not happy, not peaceful, but just kind of like not really like irked by it. I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna like military mindset, just kind of like move out the way and do this and do that, and then kind of like not, oh, you know what I wrote on my thing today? So I do this thing where I check in every day after I do my morning sequence. I have like 3 to 4 questions that I ask every day, and so one of the questions is like, how's my deadline doing? Like, how's my personal like body death coming up at some point that I don't know? Like, looking like, how's my life looking in relation to that point? Like, how am I feeling about that? Like, because like, bitch, like, how's it going? Like, for real. And so I wrote some things. Here's what I wrote. Spending 2 days in the world has messed me up as far as having my own thought to be dominant in my consciousness. Pressure from the religious egotists and warlocking, witching foreigner groups that have nothing to do with me. A soft attempt at takeover from them. It has scrambled my clarity and connection to what makes sense and to what my rights and powers and properlies are. I don't know what this word should be, so I just kind of made one up. And so then I wrote, then I realized as I wrote that, because it's like a journaling, and it really actually is transformative because you realize what's actually happening with you instead of having some kind of unconscious feeling of irritation or exhaustion. You feel me? So I was surprised. I was like, oh, like, yeah. Like, when people are violent and you're not, and you walk into the world, like, trying to survive it, like, it can actually affect you to, like, lose your sense of your rights. Right. It's here that I'm all blah, 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 blah. But, like, when I'm out there, that's not what happens. You feel me? And I was like, oh, shit. And so then I was like, I can write out some rights and also properly, like, what is proper to me as a human being. Like, I could actually write some of that out. I could put words to it. So then I wrote out with like an arrow point. Like, I have the right to think freely, independently, logically, originally. Because these religious egotists out here, they be acting like they be acting like they're God, and I'm just supposed to like lay myself down under their feet for them to stomp all over me. They be acting like, I'm like, yo, like I gotta like get the fuck out of here, like get me out of this fucking country. It is proper for me to not allow people, especially religious Muslim men, to be authoritative to me, my mind, and my life. That was really shocking for me to write because I was like, I've never like called it out in words. That was the first time I actually like called it out. Like, I called the spade because that's where the problem is coming from, bitch. Oh my fucking god. Because if like if I say words liberal democratic America, now I like them because that's like the America that I actually like don't feel freaked out by. However, they have some problems. And one of the problems that they have is that like certain problems that exist in the world, certain problematic people that tend to act out in ways that are problematic because they have a problematic way of thinking. Like, we are not allowed to call them out if we're on the side of the Democrats and liberals because that's considered not PC. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be not PC. It's just that genuinely there's a group of people and they genuinely like did not exist in my life my entire lifetime, but now they do. And they genuinely talk about their religion all the time. and they genuinely are male, and they genuinely have expressed with words, not just my own like perceptions of their behavior, their attitudes, their emotional moods, and what I could infer from that, but with actual words, they have said things to me that make me know that like they're like, oh my fucking god! I tried to watch what's it called, True Lies, the other day, the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and like bitch, like there was a scene in the very beginning where there's like a man from like the Middle Eastern part of the world who's, probably religious in that like kind of Abrahamic branch of the three Abrahamic religions way. You feel me? And then he like slapped the woman. And I was like, oh, this movie's from the 90s. You know how I know? Because I just saw a woman get slapped. She got slapped twice. I was like, I'm clicking out of this shit so fast. I'm not watching this. I can't watch this. Like, the world has changed for the better since the 90s, and this is not something that you can show on the screen. This is not okay. Especially him slapping her. Like, that is not okay. And I was so triggered because I was like, that's the energy that comes off of them around me. They're not going to be slapping because we have no relationship. But that's like the vibe, the energy vibe coming off of them is that energy. It's that slapping energy. Oh, it scares the shit out of me. Oh, I'm really uncomfortable, stupid ass white people. Because on the census in the US at least, but on the US census, Middle Eastern is considered white. Stupid ass white people. And so then I wrote, I have the power to make my dreams come true and to experience the life I want and desire. I was just trying to remind myself that that's like a thing. And then I wrote, I have the right to be a sexual being and to not be threatened for it. This is coming back to these religious bugs because I had pants on yesterday that were form fitting, and I was working in a store like a Primark or like an H&M vibe, you know, and like there was a group of them that came in and they kept like going in and out toward the end of the night, and they were just like radiating that energy of irritation, and I was like, okay, and like they like looked at me and I was like, okay, I'm just so uncomfortable because like you are mad at me that I'm not wearing a bag. You're mad at me because my form, like you can see my legs and my the shape of my body, and it's pissing you off. And I've never, like when I lived in the States, like I just there aren't this culture of like, I can't say it because it's too controversial, but this culture of these religious people, I've never once lived inside a society where it was extremely dominant. And so like I just never knew a man or a group of men over and over again who are strangers because it's their group. This is why it's not just like, oh, that guy was an asshole. No, no, no. It's like whenever there's a group of these men around, you can tell certain things are gonna probably be happening. And they always perceive like, I don't know what it is because I don't know if like white girls experience this, but I've noticed that like, because a few times I've had, one time specifically, this man literally like halfway across the street to ask me if I was Muslim, and I was like, what? Like, no, I'm not wearing any scarf. I'm just walking because I'm brown, and they just culturally appropriate all African people to themselves. And I'm like, look, I know you're taking over Africa and shit, but like I'm like not. They just always assume like the second that like I'm a tan person shows up, like, oh, you must be this religion too. And I'm like, I'm not religion at all. Like I don't do religion. Like I don't believe. I'm not part of any Abrahamic religions. I'm just walking. Like it's been very weird. I've had other people be like, one guy asked me like if I would convert, you know, and I was like, I'm not trying to marry you. Like, what do you like? Why are you always trying to like recruit me? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, leave me alone. I've just never ever experienced this before, and so the point is, I'm really uncomfortable all the time because and then like I watch like K-pop videos with the girls, and I'm like, for a while I wasn't watching K-pop because I was doing like Orthodox Christianity, and like you don't watch K-pop when you're actually doing Orthodox Christianity because you understand it's like it just it doesn't vibe. You can't be doing K-pop girls and Orthodox Christianity if you're serious about it and you're like an adult. You feel me? If you're a teenager, it's whatever, you're a kid. But like when you're an adult and you're seriously trying to like whatever, like you're not gonna watch those videos. And then like I got exhausted by Orthodox Christianity, and so then I was like having like my actual interests and like sneaking back into my consciousness, and I was like, I kind of want to watch a K-pop video, like the girls are like dancing and singing. I just want to watch something, you know. That's why I like looked some video up, and they're dancing, and I had such cultural shock. I was like, wow, their midriffs are out. Like wow, like they're like shaking their booties. Like wow, they're like dancing in a cute, like feminine, like playful, sexy way, and I'm like, I haven't seen this energy in so long. Like this energy is not welcome in this society because it's highly religious, whether it's that Abrahamic religious branch or that Abrahamic religious branch, but the one where